test. Is that better? Test. No, it's about 20-second delay. All right, cool. Awesome. Sorry, Elgato has apparently taken a shit, so I'm on my straight up laptop microphone now. But yeah, I might have to actually switch PvP to another character because there was some issue with, I don't know if it's my browser or what, that is kind of locking me out of the arena with my main character. So I'm probably going to be switching over to somebody else. Let's go ahead and just recruit somebody. I'll just start fresh. I didn't really win very many battles anyways. Oh, it might be that I have multiple tabs open too. Let me just try getting rid of all of those. Because that can surely screw things up quite badly. Did I get back from a run? No, not this morning. If I look red, it might just be my... No, I'm just very pink. When you leave the arena and re-enter, it will be 0 if you enter the wrong tier. Make sure you enter free for all. All right, yeah, I'm gonna just recruit somebody. Sorry, Kroge up. You're not gonna be able to reach your full potential today. I don't think I'm sunburned. I don't know. Sometimes I just am very pink. When will the CB chain be launched? Yeah, it's. I think it's. I might be able to leak some things here right now. Checking. Cool. It is in progress. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited about that because that's it's got a lot of really cool features on top of obviously sort of us being the admin of our own blockchain. It's also decentralized in the sense of like, yes, we are admin over it, but it still actually writes directly back out to Ethereum. It's technically an ETH layer 2. And it's we can charge the for example, skill tokens as gas. It may just end up being gasless or fee based to begin with, just kind of in line with phase 9.3, the fee changes that we're introducing. But there is, obviously the potential for us to, for example, on transactions charge skill token, and then that would be sort of what people can reload with, is just skill. So yeah, exactly. How are you so rich but look so poor? I don't know. I guess it's takes a lot to look as poor as I do. Zold Simrana, it's your lucky day, peasant. Wonder what kind of weapon I got out of this recruit. Oh, shouldn't I have gotten a weapon when I recruited a character? Oh, also, but check out this special weapon I got yesterday. Almost a completely pure lightning. Very happy with that. This is from the last event. This is actually the from the trailer. All right, let's head into the arena. When Founders Edition Shield upgrades. I was actually just talking with Kyle about that yesterday as far as kind of what's on our roadmap. Holy moly, we added 50 skill to the reward pool yesterday. That's awesome. And look at this. These guys are going nuts. Orsund, the One, and Hathvorl. You guys are nuts. Hopefully I can get a couple wins this morning. Win mustache? I might bring the mustache back, but not anytime soon. I prefer just to shave it. I'm not all itchy. And I can't grow like a big beard like everyone else can. Can I run this game on Windows XP? If it has a browser that has a MetaMask plugin, yeah. The web standard. Oh, interesting. Is my whole account locked? Oh, good. It's not. Sick. All right, we got 23 hours and 9 minutes before we're out. Maybe Zold is going to have a little more luck than Kroget Up did. Arigen or Arion. Let's see what my win chance is. 997. Good luck. I don't remember seeing that yesterday. Good luck. That's pretty funny. I invested 1,000 last June. If you invested 1,000 last June, have you been playing? Or did you not play? Because June would have been a phenomenal time to join. You may have missed out in a pump of monumental scale in July. Oh, I lost. How unfortunate. Why am I not using a 5-star? Because I want to get as many ranking points as possible when I win. Am I kicked out already? Did I lose already? Any leaks about the new feature at the end of the party week? Nope. But you can probably guess. I will say that. There's been hints dropped. Hi, Kroge. I just forged a 5-star weapon for 15 skill. That was the advantage of this the pay to win's legacy weapon compared to the others. So the immediate advantage is having extra rerolls in PvP, but additionally, on top of the cosmetic benefits and of course the guaranteed forging of a 5-star, which are both really quite worth noting. There's in the future plans for certain special weapons to have their own kind of quest lines. And what that means is somebody who owns that special weapon might be able to participate or perform certain actions that are only available to people who hold that weapon. And there would be some specific benefits granted there. But that's going to happen after the first of these, which the first one announced was the Founders Edition shield, which I was just talking about. For the Founders Edition, that's already been spec'd out as far as the quest line, essentially you could call it, but it's really just an additional effect of reforging it. But that's going to come. So since we now have PvP which was just finished like this past week, we have resources that we can open up to start developing some of those other features. But there's still, as I mentioned, just a lot of things that we're still working on with improving the overall PvP experience and freeing up developers who are working on some other features like, we've talked about the village builder, we've talked about special quests. So there's a number of things that are already in the pipeline that once those are finished, we'll have some developers free to work on things like Founders Edition shields, additional equipable NFTs, special quest lines for these special weapons and things like that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, the one I was trying to play with was, all right, currently under attack. Yes, yeah, have not won yet. Yeah, my intention was actually just to, and, in fact, I wonder if that's what got this character stuck, if there's maybe a small edge case there. As far as when we add partners or skill to the BST Knighthood, we'll announce that before it gets added. But it's not exactly the kind of thing I can even leak, especially because we coordinate that with the partners themselves. Come on, finish fighting me already. Last time this happened, in the tier before the free-for-all, I actually won one of these fights and got first place in that tier. I feel like we should start giving out some sort of title or some award or some NFT also for people who win, for season winners. How's my daughter? She's good. I also have an 8-year-old son as well. He's also good. They were playing Roblox this morning. the one. 449. That's a good. I have a 1% chance of winning in a 449 ranking points if I win. That would be great. Free Rain King. We are working on freeing Rain King. We're also working on freeing Kroge Up, who seems to be stuck in the same way. How are you going to win? Well, there's a 1% chance I win, and if I do, I get 449 ranking points. So, oh, but I lost. Yes, I know I was kicked. Oh, they know all about CB. We won the fire competition. I'm Earth Nation. Maybe you won fire. Maybe that's what my problem was before. I needed an Earth Nation PvP character. The trinkets. I'll have to check what the design plan for that is. I don't recall. I don't recall what the feature of the trinkets are off the top of my head. I could try looking on the bottom of my head. Like I said, I'll check. I might not be able to find anything. Oh, so, I'll just, again, leaks, but obviously, as many of you know, when there's a feature like this that's not released yet, could be subject to completely change. But the idea is that the trinkets are part of the additional equipable NFTs, and that the trinkets can actually have like many different uses, almost like like a trinket of reduced stamina or a trinket of bonus experience. Obviously, those would have to be significantly balanced, because stamina and experience are two that, for example, like just may not end up being able to be balanced, because they sort of both affect the time lockedness of the game that we up until this point haven't touched for a very good reason, because we want to sort of maintain the value of the level of the characters as being something that's the only way to improve it is through raids or through combat. But because there is already a what's the word I'm thinking of? A precedent for giving characters who do raids the chance for significant boosts in experience, that maybe we would have the trinkets, which are only available through raids, also give some sort of bonus experience. Like, I think that might be a precedent that we could stand by. But yeah, that's sort of what the idea is: additional equipable NFT that can be earned through raids and give a variety of different types of bonuses. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Someone fought me and I just won 449 ranking points. Yes, I'm on my way. It's happening, people. I know. Sorry. You won, Kroge. I know. I didn't even notice it till just now. What's inside the key box? You guys know the movie? I think it's called Seven. Brad Pitt. I love that movie. That's a crazy movie. What's in the box? What's in the box, man? What's in the box? That's such a great scene. Maybe I should just play that here. Like, I don't know if you guys would even be able to hear it. I can't hear it either, but you don't even need to. You just need to see his reaction. Here, I'll tell you what he's saying. What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Oh, that wasn't even a good one. He just keeps saying it over and over and over again. I am Zold. Yes. Were you the one who gave me 449? Oh, you're fighting me right now? Nice. Well, hopefully you give me like 500 ranking points. Yeah, I won't give up. I won't give away what happens in the scene, but it's a good movie. But it will give you nightmares, certainly. So the arena works on all blockchains. Right now we're playing on OEC, since that's where we're sort of hosting this one main tournament, which is ending in a day. But we also turned off the bridging fees. So if you want to participate in the tournament, you can move from any chain and participate with us here. Ha, you beat me. I'm just glad I won a super low probability fight already. And it only took like a little bit of time, because I only have an hour that I'm going to be streaming today. So I wanted to win at least one. Also, I will say that one of the sort of quality of life features that we are working on is for this free for all tier, that more people would be able to win. So if there's 25 slots, so if and I don't know if it'd be 25, but that was like a number that was thrown out. There's some blockchainy kind of things that we need to consider with that, but more people would be able to earn than 3, which I think would be especially fun for, kind of getting a mix of different strategies. People who want to bring in really good gear versus people who want to sort of do what I'm doing. Like I might be top 15 right now, or so. Will you get skill for all the money in the Hiko contest where you no? We didn't win. They didn't send us any money. That's a whole nother thing. And it's one of the reasons that we're not really investing very much in the Hiko environment right now. They welched. Don't tell me this character's stuck now too. Yeah, all right, cool. Thank you, Paradise. Did I say that right? Also, sometimes I forget to confirm the transactions, and so that's why I don't get as many fights as other people, I think. All right, that one was confirmed. Good. Well, I can tell you that there will be a buyback on June 1st. Also chatting in Discord when I'm not speaking. Can we make characters with unclaimed skill? You absolutely can. Thereby unlocking one of the most underutilized ways to earn the most money in Cryptoblades. There's a in Discord. So if you're not on Discord, make sure you're in the Discord. But we have like a top 7 ways to earn. And what most people don't realize is that just doing the click to earn model, as far as, all right, do combat, claim your earnings. Yes, you can earn every day that way. You're also going to earn less than every other player who's doing other strategies. It's the simplest, and so it pays the least, right? There's a correlation there. Any ETA for Gen 2? I don't really want to give an ETA. I mean, you tell me what would be an ETA that's even acceptable in the sense of like, should I tell you where it falls in line of other features that we're developing? Because I'm not going to necessarily give a timeline. I mean, you guys know we push out features like crazy, right? We have tons and tons of stuff always being released and developed. So hopefully there's not a concern that it's just never going to get done. But I want to address that if that's what the question is. But I can talk about it as part of sort of the whole Phase 9 process. And what I'll say is there's multiple pieces to it. So one of the pieces is developing the sort of gold and silver, so to speak, unclaimed types, where the Gen 2 would be earning this kind of silver unclaimed, which can be used to withdraw from the Gen 2 reward pool. Because what we don't want to happen is that the Gen 1s who are earning a lot and who have more expensive characters are then pulling funds away from the Gen 2s. So we're actually creating a separate economy for them. So that's going to be required. Additionally, there are some art aspects because the Gen 2s will be like noticeably different. But other than that, it's not a huge technical undertaking. It just requires quite a bit of planning. And then, of course, what we want to do is make sure we give enough time to people who want to, farm the remaining Gen 1s, that we can set. I would like to kind of have all of those technical pieces done and then announce, hey, in 3 weeks or in 100,000 more mints or something like that. That everybody would have time to kind of finish minting the Gen 1s. So that's kind of the overall strategy. You only want to know so you can play on your minting and burning. Well, there you go then. I think that's sort of the important piece is that we will be giving you guys, it's not going to just be overnight. Like, oh, Gen 1s are gone, there may be a few weeks, maybe 1 week, maybe 3 weeks. It may be based on the amount of mints, but there will be an announced kind of timeline. Do you consider at some milestone in development of the game to implement a world chat / clan chat in the app? While that hasn't been discussed specifically, social kind of aspects of the game, of all the products really, have been considered for quite some time. For example, you guys have heard a lot about Omnis. That's a sort of interactive 3D experience for Cryptoblades for any project, but Cryptoblades will obviously be a part of it. And that might be the place where some of those social interactions take place. Guilds within Cryptoblades have been discussed. Kyle might even have a spec for it, actually. He might not, but I do recall workshopping some kind of guild-like ideas. And I don't necessarily just mean guilds in the sense of people being able to rent NFTs or whatever. That's very, very close as well. But I mean guilds as far as like people who are part of Earth Nation, for example, might want to have some activities that they can participate with in the actual application. That would certainly be something that I think very fun, a value add, and just, keep the game a little bit more engaging for people. And what I want people to realize too, when it comes to like what we decide to add to the game, because we're actually even talking a lot about this internally too, like, all right, how can we, what are the things that are considered or important when different features come in? There's obviously like the revenue aspect where Will it be profitable, right? If we spend the time and effort developing it, will it, generate extra rewards for players, or will it generate extra revenue for the company? Or, and then after that, it's kind of like, okay, now, or will it help with gaining new users? And then also, will it help with keeping existing users? So those are kind of like four main elements of the requirements for features that are part of the game. And anything that's just, I don't want to oversimplify it, but if something is just fun or just interesting, like if it doesn't fit into one of those buckets, it's not really going to be worth any of the development time, because it's not going to necessarily convince a player who's maybe on the verge of leaving the ecosystem to stay. It's not going to entice someone who's outside our ecosystem to come in. It's not going to generate extra revenue for the company, or it's not going to generate extra rewards for players. If it doesn't fit into one of those, it's just not going to move forward. But that being said, that's kind of a little bit of a tangent, but hopefully, worthwhile for you guys to understand. There's a lot to be said about sort of these community interactions that are very important, that do help with making a game interesting for people who are here. And it's kind of just a matter of what are the ones, how can we do that in the most effective way? And sometimes it's a matter of how can we take this feature and actually fit into multiple buckets. That's, or, to put it simply, how do you kill two birds with one stone? Or, we have certain features that nail all four of those. With the quest system, that actually fits at least three of those. It helps with rewards for players, because people can, use stamina or remove NFTs from circulation. All of those help with player rewards. Additionally, it helps us incentivize people from outside of the CryptoBlades ecosystem to come in, because we can add in different rewards for, and this is currently in the works, for other types of NFTs to essentially trade in for CryptoBlades NFTs. And then finally, it helps with just making the game more interesting for keeping users here. Why? Because they're kind of getting more and more invested as they start to, like, we have people, and I won't give away the whole strategy or the depth of this, but there's people that are essentially maxing out quests on all of their accounts and making they probably are highest earners in the CryptoBlades ecosystem. The people who have sort of understood and gamed the quest system as much as possible. And you'll have to dig into how that's possible on your own. Again, that's sort of like leveling up. Like, if you're here listening and all you do is do combat, claim, sell, you're participating in the ecosystem exactly as it's intended, and you're also earning less than all of the other sort of jobs or all of the other aspects of earning within CryptoBlades. Like, you're kind of taking the path of least resistance, and you're making your daily earnings, but you're earning the least, right? Because it's the simplest. And then quests is probably one of the most advanced forms of earning, and also most profitable, because of the certain aspects of quests that can be unlocked at higher levels that end up being extremely profitable. So, again, it sort of goes back to that, where like those people are in our ecosystem and they stay because they've found out this sort of secret, and they're earning a lot because of it. So that's how that particular feature actually fits into three of those buckets. The only feature it doesn't fit, the only aspect it doesn't necessarily solve is generating revenue for us, because we don't charge anything for the quests. So, if we can find a way to sort of do that in a way that's also a value add for people, then great. But right now it fits three of those buckets. Helps people from outside the community come in, helps people within the community either earn more or stay, and helps player rewards by, for example, making NFTs more powerful. Like the tons and tons and tons of NFTs have been burned. I think something like between 70 and 100,000 NFTs have been burned as a result of quests. And that's huge. That means that everybody's NFTs become more when NFTs are burned. So. All right, I'm checking on stuff. I never asked what's the revenue model of the company. Can you give us some detail about it? Hope Bazaar can increase monthly recurring revenue greatly. Yo, Koi, hey, you are getting close to being back in the top 3, it looks like. Yeah, so there's many aspects of the revenue generation. So Knighthood program is one of them, where there's previously it was entirely based on the native tokens going into the reward pools, and there's an aspect of that that's in stables as well, which sort of kind of now that it's out of a proof of concepts phase and we've had over 15 projects, participate in that, there's going to be an aspect of that that's in stables. We have the advertising revenue that comes from obviously the ads that you see here. We have revenue, which right now is actually paid directly all out to the player rewards, which is through NFT sales. So, we bring in anywhere from 10 to 20,000 skill per month in NFT sales from wallet skill that goes into the contract coffers. And again, right now that entirely goes right back out to player rewards. Obviously, we have other NFT sales that we have done in the past that are that were in like B&B. That's generated revenue. The Launchpad Ascension Pad is going to be a big part of it. There's going to be, I think, roughly 7% of the total raise is going to go to CB. We have the Bazaar Marketplace where 10% of revenue goes back to the company. Again, right now, 100% of which is used for putting in the skill into the reward pool, but that may change in time. We have the fee model, which is going to be taking native gas tokens and helping cover operational costs as well as perform skill buybacks. I can keep going. We have the NFT bridge, which again, right now goes entirely into the skill coffers for player rewards, but may change over time. We have multiple other game projects that we're currently doing fundraisers for and things like that, which is an aspect of revenue in the sense of we're taking our model of game development and shipping more titles, shipping other projects, not even games too, in some cases. And there's NFT sales associated with each of these as well, which we'll be announcing more along the lines of with Ascension Pad. There's a couple more. I could talk about this forever and ever and ever, but that's what sets us apart. That's why we're still here and other people are not. That takes a lot of work and a lot of focus. It's the main reason I can't stream here as much as I would like, because it's keeps me very, very busy. But yeah, hopefully that elaborates a little bit on it for you. Oh, and I am on the stuck character. Sorry, just talking. Will skill price affect the amount of skill tokens inside the treasury? For example, skill is $1. The buyback will be more and more in the treasury, and when skill is 100, will be less skill in the treasury. Thanks. Technically, yes, but additionally, skill that's gained through sales within the platform is whether it's one skill that's worth $1 or one skill that's worth 100. That one skill gets put back into the rewards pool. Skill from buybacks is a little bit different in the sense of it's kind of what we put in addition to the NFT sales. And that amount is what would go down based on skill price. But the nice thing is once 10,000, 20,000 skill is put in there, if there's a huge skill price pump, that 20,000, it's not like we withdraw it and like, oh, we don't need to put in $200,000 in rewards or $1 million in rewards. If that's what it ends up being for that month, that's what it ends up being. And it just means it'd be a very, very profitable month for people. Venezolano Jr. Awesome. I think you guys should take him up on that, paying 0.1 skill for every submission. Will skill buyback happen monthly from now on? It kind of happens perpetually, but there will be times where we announce them too. Why are so few partners being added to the Knighthood program? Koi, you kicked me out. A lot of it has to do with both the market conditions and the quality of projects that are being launched. So for the market conditions, people are just less likely to invest in marketing at times when the macro market situations are as bad as they are. Additionally, a lot of the projects that we get referred to are just not the types of projects that will even maintain a token price throughout the entirety of the multi-farm. So for example, if someone sends us $40,000 worth of tokens and the project's about to crash or is crashing, and that $40,000 ends up only being $5,000 worth of rewards for players, that's poor use of our time because we're spending a lot of time and effort marketing them, and a very poor earnings for you guys. So that's why we only put in projects that are going to at least maintain or even increase their token price throughout the process of it being in the multi-farm. Hey, where can I learn the best ways to profit in the game right now? I'm just doing standard battles. Definitely go to the Discord. There's like a top 7 ways to earn. That would be a really great place to start. I want to win one more battle before I got to hop off this morning. That would be amazing. I don't know if it's possible, though. I haven't been able to do as many of these. Which decentralized exchange or centralized exchange are going to use for the buyback? I won't announce that because I'm not going to open us up to any sort of front running. Do you think people can make a living with CB in the future? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think some people even are doing so right now. All right, what's the most, out of all the amazing things being worked on, which is the update that you are most hyped about? Oh, that's a good one. I think what I'm most hyped about is these services that we offer as kind of being part of the CryptoBlades platform. Like I think six months from now, CryptoBlades as we see it now is going to be a very different experience for people. I think it'll be a very different experience for people in the sense of right now there's sort of like 3 products in one. There's CryptoBlades, the game that you guys are playing. There's CryptoBlades, the platform, which is sort of a host for GameFi services and an interaction between different GameFi projects, which is sort of in its infancy, but it has been brought forward specifically by the multi-farm and having other project tokens available within CryptoBlades. But then with the onset of things like special quests, which is going to allow people from other games to come to CryptoBlades and earn rewards, equipable NFTs, which is going to allow other kinds of NFTs to be used within CryptoBlades. Sort of this this whole idea that CryptoBlades will have its primary designs, but that there will sort of be all of these other games within it. And by that I mean sort of gamified earnings or a gamified platform like with quests, but also there's things like, what if we want people to be able to wager with other types of tokens, or what if we want people to equip an entirely different kind of NFT and get a really specific bonus, both in this game and in other games. I definitely see CryptoBlades as not just being for CryptoBlades NFT holders. I think that CryptoBlades NFT holders are going to receive the most benefits within the platform forever. And additionally, there's the potential to bring in NFTs that maybe are completely useless now because those projects have died, or additionally, if a project is really popular right now, we can entice those users to come over to CryptoBlades by offering them certain kinds of incentives within our ecosystem. And that's what I'm most excited about continuing to develop and really getting a little bit further in, is making CryptoBlades a sort of home for GameFi in general, where projects can be, really looking forward to being integrated within our ecosystem, because, it will sort of set them apart from the rest, much like our Knighthood program does. Raids 2.0, again, it's just one of those things that we are sort of prioritizing. We have features in development constantly. Raids 2.0, there's been specs, there's been things. It's just not so sort of finalized yet. And the people who would be working on it are working on many very important features for the whole CryptoBlades ecosystem. So it's not something that is forgotten by any means. It's just a matter of, we've got a lot of things to improve with the platform, and that's one of them. And it will come. It'll just sort of come along with the available development resources, as well as a design that sort of fits those 4 primary buckets that we talked about earlier. All right, I'm going to try and get one more combat here, and then I will have to hop off. Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. We had a really great turnout for Saturday morning / evening, I think. And I even won a super high reward battle finally. Yeah. I think I already got kicked from the arena is what it is. Yeah. All right, we'll do one more battle here. One more battle. I'll bring in my brand new shiny. We'll try and get a win here. I'll bring in my shiny new 5-star. All right, one last chance. Let's do it. Fingers crossed before I hop off here. Let's go. Let's go. That's not a very good think I'll have probably like a 20% chance here. 17.1. No, I don't think holding a week-long event is going to, I mean, too generous. Bummer. We're wanting to be generous during this week. We want to give people who have an opportunity, who don't normally even do any forges, for example, to start participating in that. And people who maybe are new to the game to this week, that they can kind of have this extra little bit of a bonus. And then, of course, we have reforging bonuses coming up, which is going to make it extremely beneficial to burn any of those additional items that you're not going to be using, or even buying up additional NFTs to burn. So there's kind of some, checks and balances that are put in there. But all right, that's pretty much all I've got for this morning, everybody. Thanks for hopping on. I'm glad I got one super good fight here, 449 ranking points out of that one, so I can't really complain. That was kind of my goal, at least, was to get one good one, so did that pretty early on in the stream. But if you guys want to see more PvP streams in the future, I can definitely be doing this. It certainly gives me something cool to do within CB, while I'm chatting with you guys, and I've had a lot of fun with it. PvP isn't going anywhere, so we'll be able to keep doing this for as long as we have these PvP reward pools, which is, forever now. Obviously, this is a much bigger reward pool for the birthday week, but nonetheless, very fun. So I'm going to hop off here. Thanks for joining, everybody, this morning/evening, and we will talk soon. Love you all.